Hey guys, it's Trish. This is your weekly horoscope for June 2nd through June 8th. Okay, so this week as we shift into June, the numbers start aligning for the entire month, and they're going to be exactly aligned from the 20th to the 29th. We have a new moon and sun conjunction in Gemini this week, bringing in attention, focus, communication, discussion, and decisions pertaining to new knowledge, information, travel, and all means of communication. It's also going to show us where we need to lighten up. Okay, we face three T-square challenges this week, forcing us to make a decision to either look at the bigger picture, take the higher road, see the true state of reality, or to understand if there is a real or perceived trespass. The Sun will conjunct Mercury in Gemini at the anaretic degree, creating an 11-11 portal just before Mercury enters Cancer. And it's going to shine the light and be paving the way for conscious communication. And it's also going to make us sensitive to how we appear to others in our communication. I'm already feeling that. The Moon, Mars, and North Node are all conjunct in Cancer also, and this is intensely personal. Okay, and it's a very supportive time. It's going to be pushing us forward without reversion or backtracking. There's no going back from this point on. You must move forward with or without some people in your lives. The show must go on. It's me time. Your relationships will no longer be the prime priority. You are. So you decide. It's all about what energy you focus on. You can be the victim or you can be the victor. Excuse me. Sunday, the moon enters Gemini, bringing a lively, lighthearted, charming energy. This energy is versatile, communicative, thrives on travel, and relies more on logic than emotions. You're very creative and imaginative. Likely you're smart as a whip. You're an excellent critic. You have a way of fettering out information or investigating a subject you really want to know. Your wit and free spirit enables you to think quickly on your feet as you go. You're very passionate in your pursuits, and you have good financial ability. Your love life could suddenly change, even if it's been non-existent up to now. This will bring you some good benefits. Yay! Shadow side could leave you high-strung, unhappy, or dissatisfied with your life or love life, and it could make you irritable. You could also have trouble staying organized. You could feel quite restless, and you could resort to manipulation if you can move past the indecisiveness. It could be really hard to sit still with this restless, flighty energy, and it could literally feel like you're having a lot of anxieties. Numbers for that day are 22, 22, 2, and 20. So there's a lot of twos here. Okay, it is a twin flame activation. It's about a new kind of intimacy, a new kind of team, or a new kind of balance, or just a new way of working together. Monday, you're going to have a decision to make. You may have a lucky chance to rise above, or there could be some lucky communication or information that comes your way. You may also get lucky while you're out and about running errands or visiting friends, or someone could be traveling to communicate with you. You may also have a lucky opportunity to travel, or you could win a trip. Today, there is a new moon in Gemini. This could bring some new knowledge, travels, studies, or new ideas about communicating and communication, whether it's talking, teaching, listening, learning, discussions, negotiations, testimony, informants, brainstorming, data, facts, arguments, or fights. This is a time to express what you think, so open up and spill or share. Don't be stubborn or shy. Have confidence in yourself and what you stand for. And try speaking your mind this time, okay? It's the squeaky wheel that gets greased, so dish. Numbers for that day, we have 4 threes. Okay, so when I see 4 threes, that to me is like information overload. It's usually downloads, but we have one solid 3, we have a 21, and we have a 12 and a 12. Okay, so 12 is about surrendering, trying to look at things from a higher perspective, using the rational and the intuitive, because it's also 2 become 1, joining. And then we have a 21, which is the number of authenticity. It's when everything culminates or comes together, and it's about joyful union. Yet again. Okay, so number 3 is about creativity. It's about children. It's about information and knowledge. So there's an authentic representation coming through in regards to some information that it's either about children or joy or just new knowledge, because we also have 20 and 20. Okay, and that's about clarity. Okay, a new harmony, bringing back balance. And we also have an additional 19, which is about beginnings and endings and moving forward. So that's like soul growth, because you're expressing yourself clearly. Tuesday, the moon moves into loyal, devoted, romantic Cancer, and then Mercury joins it. The water sign is intuitive, imaginative, and gentle. Even though you're at your best in a committed relationship at this time, you may want to work at your own pace by yourself, especially if you're working on something creative or artistic or literary, like some kind of writing, a blog or a book, some kind of document or letter, something on paper that you're working on. Your mood shifts frequently through this moon, as with Cancer, not temperamental, but quick shifts of temperament. Okay, and your emotions are magnified at this time. You can appear aggressive, even though you're truly vulnerable just under the surface. Your patience should be at an all-time high. Okay, and you're more receptive than active, but beware letting your feelings fester, and beware emotional exhaustion due to quiet self-pity. Okay, shadow side of Cancer is being is criticizing too much. Okay, nagging, being possessive and moody. You may find yourself saying, "That's mine," or "That belongs to me," or somebody could be telling you, "Is this yours?" That actually happened to me last night. You could be extremely sensitive to how you appear to others, even though you know you're a little narrow and you probably like your own ideas better, but you're good at hiding it. Okay, only a psychic will be able to tell. Everything also could feel like it's personal now. This is a highly creative period, as your great memory allots you success in literary or artistic pursuits. It is likely that you'll eventually inherit some real estate or money, or make money on real estate at this time, most likely through the maternal side of your family. You can also be plagued with irrational thoughts that border on phobias. I pictured, like, when I watched Maury Povich a long time ago, there was this lady that freaked out. She was scared of foil. That kind of thing. And to me, it was just like, wow, really? But she heard it crinkling in the background, and I swear to God, she jumped like 4 feet out of her chair. So be aware of where you might be being a little too paranoid. With the sun conjuncting Mercury in Gemini, at 29 degrees, there's an 11:11 manifestation portal opening. We may realize that we need to focus on new knowledge or information coming to light about how we communicate, including how we think, speak, and listen. You could be taking a look at your previous decisions and judgments, and there could be some light shed leading you to conscious communication. This could also be discussions or negotiations in terms of communication, contact, or travel. You have a chance to change how you feel or to look at something after some new ideas or information, okay? And using your energy to correcting things with that information. Of course, you could just have some lucky info come your way, some kind of discovery or via informants. Any changes you make at this time will attract luck. If, however, you resist and do not surrender, it could be quite uncomfortable and emotionally exhausting. Numbers for that day are 4 and 22. They both equal 4. Like I was saying, the numbers are matching, okay? And then they're exact. Like come the 20th, it'll be 20, 20, 21, 21. That's what I'm saying. So 4, well, let me start with 22. 22 is the number of peace. 4 is about control, meditation, grounding, and stability. It's also a physical manifestation. So there's a physical manifestation of peace coming through this 11:11 portal. So it feels like new information that's supposed to come out because of the 2929. That's the 1111 portal. Then we have a 0 point, and then we have 18 and 18. So there's some healing and soul growth manifesting in the physical form. And then we have 1919, which is beginnings and endings, a completion of a cycle and moving forward with some progress. So manifesting some healing today. Wednesday shifts gears in terms of your concentration. There are events going on surrounding the home, family, relatives, and children that you are preparing for. You're surrounded by people who love, care for, and are willing to support and help you in your time of need. Hugs. Someone could be stepping up to bat for you, protecting you just like when you were younger. Could be a mom type, like grandma, auntie, sister, cousin, but most likely a woman, someone with female energy that's a nurturer or protector, okay? There's also the possibility that someone is drowning. Could be physically, could be drowning in tears, or drowning in obligations, or drowning in bills, overall feeling overwhelmed of some type. This could also be support on a new venture or a brand new start in some aspect of your life, whether it's home, work, family, relationships, health, or money. You're totally entering new territory and taking new risks. You'll have the courage to follow through at this time, okay? And it's like there's going to be some kind of launch or breakout or release, okay? You'll be riding into that storm, but take responsible, calculated risks, as there's a tendency to drive too fast. You could drive yourself too fast, and you could physically drive your vehicle too fast. Now, I'm not just talking about cars. There's trains, there's boats, even a moped. Even if you ride a bicycle with a motor on it, please watch out. There is a tendency to drive vehicles too fast, and that creates the potential for accidents, okay, through careless driving of any vehicles. There could be anger, fighting, and confrontation, such as in road rage. Wow. Combined with an increased incidence of mechanical failures, breakdowns, and malfunctions. And Mercury doesn't even go retrograde until July. What the hell? Nevertheless, you are being subliminally pressured to step up and forward into the new. You can't go back unless you want to experience this karmic lesson again, plus additional sacrifices on top of that. So keep a cool head and try not to be too emotionally intense. If you are in a first marriage, there could possibly be some money issues. You need to chill and stop being so jealous and envious of others. Numbers for that day are 5 and 23. So once again, boundaries, changes, confidence, healthy self-esteem, surprises, okay? And then we have 13, which is a number of transformation. This is an internal knowing. And then soul growth, 19, beginnings and endings, completion of a cycle, and moving forward with something new. Thursday, the moon moves into bold, playful Leo. This is the vibrant energy of healthy self-esteem. Leo is inspirational, comes in like a sunny breeze and lifts the spirit. You'll be loving the admiration and probably flirting right back. You're open to new ideas, and you have little sympathy for petty, narrow-minded fools. You are a leader, and nobody runs you. You confront problems and deal with effectively. You could be drawn to the arts at this time. Of course, shadow side features a prominent ego, a my way or the highway attitude. Don't try to overpower or bully anyone, okay? Don't be so arrogant. You could also be misunderstood at this time, or you could be lacking understanding that your suffering may be consequences stemming from something that you were responsible for, okay? Consequences, people. It's really hard when we have a negative and obsessive thought pattern that escalates us into action, okay? And these can be anxieties, anger, impatience, and fear, okay? Challenge yourself to listen with an open mind. Think carefully before you speak. Numbers for that day are 6, 24, 6. Oh, so we have 3 6s and 3 3s. Okay, so basically, your services are needed. Your love is needed. 6 is the number of the healer, of the caregiver. So when we have 6, 6, and 6. That is the triple energy of love. That's a lot of love. Okay, and then the 24 is basically manifesting a balance or manifesting an intimacy through love and service. And then we have 3 and 3. We have 3 threes. We have 12, 3, and 3. So 12 is surrendering, looking at things in a different way. And the straight 3 is creativity, it's children, it's joy, it's also information and knowledge. Friday is ruled by Mercury. It can be difficult to express what you're feeling on this day. You could be searching for the words, possibly finding them, okay? How clever of you. You might finally understand the impact of your thoughts and actions. This should generally be a good day at home and at work, okay? You could get added authority, added compensation, or you could just be given additional credit for what you've done, okay? So it's a good day to take a road trip, to read, and to love. Take care of yourself and take care of the ones that you love. Numbers for that day are 7 and 25, okay? 2 sevens. That can be enlightenment or that can be destruction, okay? But what it feels like is a balancing change that is coming through enlightenment. We are moving towards stability because we also have 4, 4, and 5. That's about getting a grip, having some control. It's also about meditation and manifesting into the physical realm, okay? So it's like you're managing your own heaven, manifesting your own heaven. Wow, where's my mind today? I haven't had my coffee yet, guys. 5 is about changes, okay? So somebody is confident that they're now living in heaven. They're trying to make this an everyday thing. Excuse me, guys. Saturday, the moon moves to responsible, intellectual, meticulous Virgo. This energy will bring out your practical side. Virgo is the seeker of truth and quite the helpful perfectionist. This energy helps you to analyze and discern things with an intelligent, thoughtful approach to life. Hold on. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I just had a coughing, choking fit. My allergies have been bothering me lately. If you couldn't tell, my voice sounds funny. Okay. Virgo is concerned with long-term security, is very organized, and has strong common sense. You must be able to have intelligent conversations with someone in order to be friends or lovers with them. Anything heavy or intensely emotional will feel like it's dragging you down. Things should be kind of lighthearted now, though, okay? And there's a certain coolness about you when it comes to relationships. This is because you can't make any one thing, especially your main love, relationship, or partner, the focus of your life, while there is so much to see and do around you, okay? This could make you look flighty because your mind is overactive. God, I hate that. TMS, too much stimulus. If there isn't, and TMI, TMS, same difference. If there is a problem in a relationship, and there could be because Venus in Gemini is very flirtatious, the most flirtatious placing of Venus. You will recover nicely, though, and you might be forgiven quickly, or you might forgive someone quickly because you or they are just too freaking funny or charming. This might be a very social time for you as you travel and communicate with friends, lovers, and other people. Of course, you may have more than one love, which could result in a love triangle if somebody feels their needs aren't being met in financial or affection terms of. This might bring a decision to you about real or perceived trespasses. After some careful analyzing, thanks to the moon in Virgo, 2 things can happen. 1, you or they can't be mad at you or they, even if you or they've been spinning on things they or you do that makes them question if they or you can trust they or you or not. Possibly because of too much flirting. You're just way too entertaining. So they detach and forgive you your trespasses, whether real or perceived. Or 2, you can totally freak out, lose your shit on someone by projecting or blaming. No worries. If you did come across angrily, you'll have a chance to make up for it later. By this time, we're all aware of our imperfections, where we lack, where we fall short, okay? But this time someone might be finding a new one, okay? Especially after this confrontation leads to a confrontation of the self, possibly for one or both people. Sometimes we need a little shake up to wake up. If this blows up in your face, if it blows up out of proportion, then this may be a time to recalibrate your life as this person exits your life or you exit their life, making room for another ally. Any changes you make now will attract luck by helping you to be in alignment. Shadow side tendencies are being argumentative, neurotic, judgmental, careless with the finances, being excessively critical, feeling vulnerable but maintaining your game face, the illusion of calm and stability, being skeptical, paranoid, and wanting to control things, people, and situations. You could also fear your own anger at this time. Numbers for that day are 8 and 26. So somebody's feeling empowered here. And this is like, ouch. Somebody's feeling empowered and in control as we move towards a legacy of stability. Blah, blah, blah. This is going to affect you in several different ways. And one, I just told you guys about allergies. It could affect your mouth, your arm, your hands, your lungs, your nervous system, your shoulders, which you could be susceptible to strains and accidents involving the arms and hands, prone to bronchitis and respiratory ailments. Your feet could be prone to aches, bunions, and corns. Okay, your ears could be affected. Your glands, body fluids, thighs, sciatic nerves, hips, arteries, liver. You may be overly sensitive to alcohol and hepatitis at the moment, this week, excuse me. Your stomach, digestive system, body fluids, lymph glands, soft midsection area, your face, your sinuses, your brain, eyes, ears, and all things that hang on your head. You could also be prone to headaches and minor injuries around the head or face. Your throat, your tonsils, your neck, the glands in your neck, your larynx. You could be vulnerable to colds, laryngitis, sore throats, and thyroid problems. Wow, no wonder I feel so beat up today. I got about a third of those, guys. All right, this is your horoscope for this week, June 2nd through June 8th. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.